Do you guys ever feel that sometimes you're really confident in something and you're very secure in what you do, and no matter what happens, you got it covered, everything's good, and then other times you're just super insecure about certain things, about you feel, how you look, and what you're doing, and why is this? What is going on here? And guys, I just want to dive into this topic because it's been very personal for me and what I've been dealing with recently as well. So let's dive right into it. Now, a lot of you might think that, hey, Nick is a pretty confident guy. He's good on camera. He seems to know what he's talking about in terms of his videos. He has a good personality. And that's something I would definitely call situational confidence, because you can be very confident in one thing, and then another thing you could have no knowledge about and be very insecure, like I said in the start of the video. Now, this is something that I've dealt with all my life because I can be very, very good at certain things, but it doesn't translate into other parts of my life. Now, self-esteem, I believe, is the most important thing that you can have. A good, healthy self-esteem, a high self-esteem. And I think what a lot of people try to do is hide behind looks, their money, and their status in life for their high self-esteem. And that really doesn't work, because it's like putting on this mask of false confidence, because you can have all that and still be very insecure about certain things. It doesn't really translate into other areas of your life and how you actually feel about yourself and the worth that you actually place on yourself internally. Now, I believe a lot of this low self-esteem comes from social media today. It's because you're always scrolling on Instagram, Facebook, whatever it might be, and you're comparing yourself to other people and other people's kind of fabricated, perfect looking lives on social media. And you always feel like they're better than you, or if you have an idea that you're not going to do it as well as them. And this creates something that you don't really feel like you're very high worth, that you don't feel that you're confident enough to be like them. And that will definitely damage your self-esteem, because you're never going to think that you're good enough or that you're going to be on their same level. And this is something that I've recently stopped doing. I have muted a lot of my friends and family on Instagram. Sorry guys if you're watching, but it just helps me to, if I want to look at their profile, I want to see what they're doing, I can go and selectively do that. I can click on their profile and look at their stories or their photos, but I don't want that in my face all the time, because it really has this way of thinking that their lives are perfect all the time. And what's wrong with my life if my life doesn't look like that as well? And then I'm always trying to post things to kind of compete with other people and try to make it look like I have this perfect, amazing life all the time. And that will really wear down on your self-esteem, because you'll always be comparing, you'll always be doubting yourself if you're as good as that other person. And it's this dangerous cycle, guys, that you really have to be careful, because if not, you're just going to be trying this, trying to be the best, and you're going to be doubting yourself when you post something. Is this good enough to post? And it really stresses you out and can cause a lot of anxiety. And it's definitely not good for raising your self-esteem to where it needs to be, where you feel a better self-worth about yourself, that you're just good enough the way you are, that you don't need to compete with these other people or your friends or your family. You're just intrinsically high value, that you feel great about yourself no matter what you're posting and what you're doing day to day, that you just feel good about yourself and you're happy where you're at. I've really struggled with this my whole life, trying to portray this that I have this amazing life, that I'm perfect, that I'm very in shape, that I have, the best travel experiences, the best relationships with people. And it's a lot to maintain, and I'm pretty sick of it. I want to be posting more things that inspire people, that show more of my flaws, my weaknesses, and what I am dealing with. Because this has never worked. Trying to appear perfect on social media or perfect for the people around you never works. And it's really, really destroyed my self-esteem over the years. I'll come out of it for a little bit, then I'll drop right back into it and trying to post and be perfect. And it really doesn't work, guys. And I just want to say that if you're looking for that external validation from trying to have this perfect life on social media or anyone around you to appear like that, It does not work. It does not work. You have to have more just confidence in yourself, and that what you say and your opinions are right and real, and that you value them yourself, and you're not looking for other people's validation to boost your self-esteem, to make you feel better about yourself, because that doesn't work, and you'll always be dependent on those people for your happiness, your validation, and just how you feel about yourself from day to day, and it doesn't work, guys. So I've been really working on this lately, and really just feeling internally that I am good enough the way I am, and not trying to compare myself to the next person. And I don't really want to get into religion on my channel that much, but I am a Christian. I do believe in Christ, and a lot of my ultimate confidence comes from Christ in general. And that's some foundation that I can really stand on all the time, and that really helps my self-esteem to get a lot higher, because it's an ultimate truth for me. You guys can believe whatever you want to believe, but for me, that's one of the things that's helped me boost my self-esteem a lot, is just believing. Certain things that you can believe in 100% will definitely boost your confidence in the right areas and boost your self-esteem to the level that it needs to be, so you're not constantly doubting yourself or not trusting yourself. And it'll show in your everyday life, guys, and people will notice that you're not trying to get something from them all the time, or you don't need something, you don't need the validation from them all the time. So guys, hopefully you got some good value out of this, and you understood a little bit of where I'm coming from. And just to sum it up, guys, just don't try to be perfect. Don't try to have this perfect, facade of a perfect life, because if you can show your flaws, you can show your faults and your struggles, you can connect with a lot more people out there and have a much better, higher self-esteem, because we're not perfect. We all make mistakes, and it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to have these faults about ourselves, and we can accept them, and we can lean into strengths and things that we're better in, and that'll help boost our self-esteem as well. So as always, guys, make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully you got a lot of value out of this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.